Okay, so you are a virgin.
Yes, I am.
Stop the cap.
Alright, so let's talk about Sophie Rain. For those who don't know, Sophie isn't just some random social media personality. Oh no, she's one of those OnlyFriends creators who found herself in some serious controversy. But here's where it gets interesting. Sophie was a sweet kid with dreams of being a doctor or even an astronaut.
What's your name?
Sophie.
Sophie, nice to meet you. What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
Oh my God, that is so precious.
Imagine that a kid with their whole life ahead saying doctor with the same excitement we used to say for Saturday morning cartoons. There's even an old video where a young Sophie proudly declares, "I want to be a doctor." Fast forward a few years and now, well, let's just say her practice is far from medical. How did we get here? How did Sophie go from that innocent kid who lost a tooth on camera to an internet sensation in ways her childhood self could probably never imagine? It's the kind of story that makes you think about the impact of fame, social media, and just cash. Because let's be real, a lot of people fall down this rabbit hole for the cash, but not everyone is as successful as Sophie.
How's it going? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
My name's Sophie.
Sophie, that's a very unique name.
Now, what really sets Sophie apart from other OnlyFriends creators is the attention she's been getting from young fans. Yeah, you heard that right. Kids are stumbling onto her content. And why? Because she's not just posting on OnlyFriends, she's all over Instagram, Twitter, and the big one, TikTok. Platforms where, let's face it, there are more kids than adults scrolling through endless clips. So while Sophie might think she's just minding her own business, her content is showing up in the feed of some kid named Jimmy who's just looking for Fortnite tips or funny cat videos.
So can I be honest with you?
Yes.
I beat my to you right before I got on here, so I didn't get on the date.
Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker: while the posts on her public profiles are relatively harmless, they serve as a funnel to her more exclusive content. You know, like one of those sales funnels they teach about in marketing school, except instead of buy now.
So yeah, anyways, about this Sophie Rain girl, I have no, bro, why would I respect this girl?
It's more like OnlyFriends here, so there's 9-year-old Jimmy scrolling through TikTok, sees Sophie's profile, and bam. He's one click away from seeing more than he bargained for. You can imagine the horror of some parent finding out what Jimmy just stumbled upon.
She sells only to little kids. My little brother, bro, he's off to her only. How's she feel about that?
But Sophie's controversial presence hasn't gone unnoticed. Internet personalities like Cheb have confronted her directly, accusing her of leading young kids toward her OnlyFriends page. He even shared how his own little brother had somehow found his way to Sophie's profile. Imagine that a family member caught in the trap. You'd be fuming too, right? And when Cheb brought it up, Sophie just shrugged it off like it's no big deal, claiming it's all innocent. Yeah, innocent like a wolf in sheep's clothing.
They're sending new little boys. Hello, 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 FBI, hello.
Here's the thing: these OnlyFriends creators often act like they're just posting harmless selfies, but the impact is way bigger than they realize. Sophie herself started this career path at only 18, which isn't that long ago. Imagine being her dad, seeing his little girl transform from a sweet kid who wanted to be a doctor to, well, someone who's not exactly focused on healthcare anymore. I mean, think about family gatherings. Thanksgiving. Let's get to the reason Sophie blew up in the first place. It was all because of a Spider-Man video. Yep, you heard that right, Spider-Man. Sophie posted a TikTok where she dressed in a Spider-Man costume, and somehow people started mistaking her for another girl who did. Let's say, a much less family-friendly video in the same costume. And just like that, the internet went wild with rumors, with people thinking it was Sophie in the video. It was like a game of internet telephone, except way worse.
But recently, there's been a lot of allegations online talking about me sending photos, which I can proudly say I've never done.
Sophie had to go on the record saying, "That wasn't me. I didn't make any Spider-Man video, but, funny enough, she still keeps wearing that Spider-Man suit in her TikToks. So either she really likes that costume, or there's a bit of strategic marketing going on here." I mean, if you didn't do it, why would you keep bringing it up, right?
All of this is false, which is why I'm here explaining my point. The Spider-Man video doesn't exist.
And speaking of strategy, Sophie's got a knack for it. She even teamed up with rapper NLE Chopper to make a song together. Pretty big deal, right? But here's where the drama kicks in. Apparently, her Spider-Man TikTok buddy, Aisha, was cozying up to NLE Chopper behind Sophie's back.
I found Aisha texting NLE, and the reason why I am not on the song anymore is because I told NLE to take me off.
When Sophie found out, she was furious and demanded her part in the project be scrapped. Imagine the betrayal. It's like finding out your best friend stole your spot in the high school play, but way messier and with a lot more followers watching. If you think Sophie's drama is limited to just her friend circle, think again. She's earning serious money from this Only Friends gig. Want proof? Take Karina, another creator in the same business, who showed her earnings from Only Friends. Drum roll, please. $67 million.
Oh my God.
Oh my
That's
God.
public.
$67 million, Colonel? You're printing. You're printing.
That's crazy, right?
Yes, million. Just for posting pictures online. So you can see why people like Sophie get into this business. I mean, for that kind of money, a lot of people might consider giving up a few social media morals too.
Okay, this is what makes me angry, okay? Because my family knows what I do, okay? I have a very good relationship with my family, and I'm not saying that Aisha doesn't, but I just assumed that her brother knew.
But let's think about it. Is the money worth it? Sure, Sophie and her friends are rolling in cash, but at what cost? Dignity, family reputation, future relationships, it's all on the line. Once you start down this path, it's nearly impossible to go back. Imagine Sophie's dad watching all of this unfold. He probably thought he'd be helping her study for med school exams, not dealing with internet controversies about a Spider-Man suit. Then there's the future. Let's say Sophie has kids one day. They'll inevitably find out what their mum used to do, especially in a world where everything lives forever online. Her kids might face bullying at school, her siblings might feel embarrassed, and she'll probably have to explain it all eventually. In a way, this isn't just Sophie's story, it's a cautionary tale about the cost of internet fame and fortune. So, where does that leave us? Sophie Rain started off as a kid with big dreams, only to become a figure of controversy. She's not just another Only Friends creator, she's a symbol of how the internet can take you from 0 to 100 in no time, but with a price. And it makes you wonder if she could go back, would she? That's all for today's dive into the Sophie Rain story. From aspiring doctor to internet sensation, it's a story that's as sad as it is shocking. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.